Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, let's review what we always review at the front of the video. Current blood sugar is 8.9, about 3/4. I've got calibration left. I have 1.925 units of insulin. Bolus rate, I don't have one. Basal rate has been on and off all morning. So, meaning I'm pretty good control. I had 26 units of carbs and didn't eat it all, so I only gave partial. And I had a correction dose of 0.65 units. But I think we peaked and we're starting to come down. So all in all, we're doing pretty well. Now, if we take a look, oh God, again, it's so boring. We're at 100%. This didn't really change much from our last video. 0 and 0, which is exactly where we want to be. 100% time in range, and 6.6 is our average sugar. Hell, that's a pretty good. But once again, don't be worried if you're not reaching 100 right now. Maybe you need to have a discussion with your doctors and see what else you can be doing to get you better control. Now, you have to take a look at your readings for your pump for more than just 24 hours. This is last 24 hours. If I did 7 days, it would probably give me a different reading, which is fine. But I celebrate my wins. Remember, I don't always get 100%. So, today, I want to discuss mistakes made. And over 47 years, I've had a few. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Hey, mistakes are just a stepping stool into learning how to control your diabetes. After 47 years of being a diabetic, I have made mistakes. Whether it's putting in a site incorrectly, taking the wrong dose of insulin, not counting carbs correctly. They're all mistakes, but mistakes shouldn't be the end of your world. Remember that mistakes are a learning tool. So as long as you learn something and learn how not to repeat that mistake, you're golden. If you keep making that mistake and end up with higher blood sugars, then you're going to have more problem areas to really talk about. Keeping your blood sugars high isn't a good move. We've talked about the concerns, the complications, losing an eye, losing sight in one eye and both eyes, losing your limb. But it's also important to remember, if you have one high blood sugar, that's not the end of the world. If you have a couple of days of high blood sugars, that's not going to be end of world. It's when you're constantly up at those high is when the problems occur. So, does that mean, oh, my blood sugar's up? Oh, but I'm not going to worry about it because Mike said I don't have to worry about it. You still need to try to get your blood sugars down. A, it's better for your body. B, you're going to feel a hell of a lot better. And yes, you do this a number of times just to, yes, I'm at 78%. Yes, I'm at 100%. Oh, yes, isn't that wonderful? But it took an awful lot of time getting there. I had lows, I had highs. You need to take the information that you learn about a high or a low and why it's happened. Did you take too much insulin? Did you eat too much food? All of these can be contributing. But if you're forgetting to take your insulin every day before getting to work, and you're forgetting about it and just till you do a blood sugar at noon, and your blood sugars are through the roof, chances are that's probably not the only time your blood sugars are through the roof. Oh, God, why? Chances are you're having highs other times at this point. So, keeping your blood sugars within reason is what we're all trying to do. Now, I've said it before, when I was first diagnosed, I was told a whole bunch of stories. Oh, you could lose a leg. Even here, I had a nurse who showed me some person's gangrene foot, and because I was having problems with highs, and it was, well, you've got to control your blood sugars because you see what could happen. I don't need to see this. Yes, my blood sugars can get high. However, they can also be normal range. This test, sorry, gotta get it up again. Let's try this. This test will really show you numbers and where you sit on the whole. Hemoglobin A1C was our old standard. And the hemoglobin A1C, you could be going up or down, and it would just give you an average. This gives an average of every 15 minutes throughout your day. 1% equals 15 minutes in the 24-hour. So you could really have more highs and lows than your hemoglobin A1C can really picture. For example, recently I've gone through having quite a few highs, or quite a few lows, sorry. And my hemoglobin A1C came out at 5.7. That's an awesome hemoglobin A1C. However, it didn't show the whole amount. It just showed an average. You could go high, you can go low. Oh, it's people don't learn. And watching at least these videos or anyone else's videos and learning how to control your blood sugar is a vital part. Mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and how to correct and stabilize your blood sugars. It's always important to do that. If you don't, then things will just get worse and worse and worse. And over time, if you constantly have those high blood sugars, That's the problem area where you could get more of these serious complications. I had lost the use of a kidney and I had to have it removed. I don't personally know if it was because of me not controlling my diabetes or was it just something I had. I never asked the question, but I was a stubborn head 20-year-old and didn't really know the difference of how to control things. So I constantly throughout the day take a look at blood sugars and see what it is. Ooh, 6.9, I'm going down, I'm dropping. Interesting. Did I take too much insulin? I don't think so. I can go up and I can come down relatively quickly. I'm not going to be really concerned about it till it gets below 6. Then we start taking action. We have a built-in buffer to stop me from having a low all the time. What's nice about treating at 6 is any mistakes I made we can try to correct and before I'm in danger zone. Recently I had a low. I don't know why I had a low, but I had a low that I was kind of out of it, and which is very rare. I will get a low, but I'll be able to converse with anyone. But this low I was did I learn anything from that? I learned not to be so complacent with low blood sugars. If I have a low, deal with the low and move on. If I don't, things like that could happen. If I have super high blood sugars, what did I do? Did I do anything? Is there something going on in my body? Is there like a cold, a flu? Is there a way I could correct the dose? Think about it. You need to contact your doctor. If you're unsure about anything, contact your doctor. Contact your nurse. You're in BC. We have a nurse's helpline. I don't know anywhere else if they have this sort of thing. We can call and get advice. And a lot of people do that for chronic conditions such as diabetes. We ask an awful lot, or the medical profession asks an awful lot of their diabetics in trying to control their blood sugar. For years, it really wasn't a big thing. You can control your blood sugar, you can control your blood sugars, and a lot paid the price. There are people who lost their sight, who had heart conditions, who had a kidney ailment. Those could all, high blood sugars can play a part, but low blood sugars can also be just as bad. So what do? If you find you're out of range on either one blood sugar, well, watch the next blood sugar. If you get 2 highs in a row and you're on the pump, you may need to check the pump. If you're on shots, you may need to take a correction value. There's steps you can take. Discuss this now with your doctor. Don't wait until mistakes are made and you learn the hard way. Years ago, did something really stupid. And I was doing okay with my control. It wasn't tight control, but I was doing okay. And my birthday came around. And I went out, I partied. The next day, my blood sugars weren't too bad. So I thought, hell, I've got this down pat. And I went out and I continued eating and having candy pop. Because remember, I worked at a convenience store, so much garbage I ate that I ended up in the hospital. Was it a wake-up call for me? Hell no. At that point, that should have been a wake-up call for you to say, how am I going to keep getting a better blood sugar? It wasn't. So, review all your blood sugars every day. If you get one out of range, explain it. If it's something you did, don't be concerned that you actually made the mistake. How can you stop it from happening again? That's the whole point. Have a great day. We'll discuss again tomorrow. My next vlog topic will be Hey, tomorrow's video is going to be glucose training. Is it a real thing or is it just something someone made up for views? We'll have that discussion tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.